Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice, working on deeper connective tissues, reaching on deeper corners of your mind, and that's what this practice has to offer you. Grab some cushions, bolster around you so that you can make this practice more accessible for you. So let's meet on the mat and let's explore this practice together. So let us get on the mat. And make your transition to lie down on the belly. Cross your arms, catch hold of your upper arms with opposite palm, and then walk your elbows a little bit closer to your chest. So we don't want the chest flat on the ground. We want chest to be lifted, the pelvic on the ground. And then take your forehead over your crossed arms and breathe. If you have to slide yourself a little bit more back, that's okay as long as your chest is lifted. And relax the shoulders. Relax your feet, relax your ankles, and slowly allow yourself to surrender on the ground. And as you breathe in, you watch your breath flowing all the way to your belly. Feeling the expansion in your hip area, your lower back with each inhalation. And as you exhale, relax your body fully. And we are going to stay here for a few minutes. Notice the subtle movement in your body and through your pelvic, through your back of the foot and your elbows, your grounding as well. See if you can surrender. And we are building this connection with the ground underneath us. And through that, we are connecting with the earth element itself in our body and outside the body. Each element is present within our body as much as it is present outside. And so when this element is not balanced, that's when your mind wanders everywhere because there's nothing to ground it. And in terms of meridian, we are focusing on the stomach meridian and the spleen meridian. And you slowly inhale. And with an exhalation, release your palms one by one. Place your palms right next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Slowly lift yourself back up, coming into your sitting posture. You can sit in Vajrasana or easy pose, Sukhasana, by crossing your legs. Support your hips with the cushion if you feel the need. Settle yourself. Feel your hips settling down over your heels or on the floor. And relax the shoulders. Allow your body weight to surrender on the ground. Join your palms to the heart center. We'll be chanting 1 Om 3 Shantis. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. So the first practice that we are going to do is, first pose that we are going to do is caterpillar. So you can extend your legs out in front of you. If you have the bolster, any props around you, you can place the bolster over your lap vertically, or you can maybe place it upright so that you can rest your forehead on the bolster while tilting your torso forward. You can hug the bolster. If you don't have any props around you, that's okay. You can simply place your palms on either side of your legs, walk your palms a bit forward, and allow your torso to surrender. Using a block here will also be nice because sometimes it may feel uncomfortable to just let your head hang like that. Then block can give you a good support and you can just place it under your forehead. So I will leave the choice with you how you want to use the props. This is very individual practice and each one can choose what works out the best for them. Relax the shoulders, relax your legs. We are not trying to control any part of the body. And allowing our mind to calm down with this forward fold. In this practice, we allow our spine to round. So if your spine is rounding, that's okay as long as your lower back is not rounding. If you feel your lower back is just being pulled back consistently, then best thing is to do is that you place a cushion under your hips. And rest. Let the pose work on your body. And the state of your mind directly affects your digestion as well. And you can notice this when you're overthinking, your digestion gets affected. And when you feel relaxed, you feel better in your stomach. And that's why we are working on these two aspects today. And with time, you may find the new edge. You may want to go deeper in your pose. Feel free to allow yourself to go deeper. And finding that edge in your poses which feels okay for you to hold can be a bit of hit and trial. So do not be afraid to go back to a previous edge if you feel you have come down too deep and you cannot sustain this for that long. So just hit and try and see what works out the best for you. And once you find the edge, that's when we surrender into our poses fully. As you exhale, you can slowly place your palms down. Inhale, lift your torso up from the forward fold and walk your palms back. And now from here, we'll be moving into Malasana, squat pose. Now for squat pose, if you want, you can grab some props, maybe cushions or blocks with you and place them under your heels. If you are okay with flat foot on the ground, then I invite you to just be there, making sure that you are going to be good with whatever edge that you find for yourself. Now there are options for you. You can keep your feet pointing forward parallel to each other, or you keep your feet pointing a bit diagonal, little bit of making like a V shape here. Okay, so choose. If you want, you can have the bolster in front of you upright, resting your head over the bolster. Again, a beautiful pose for calming your mind down as well as for your digestion. You can just simply hug the bolster and stay there. Or if you don't have the bolster, that's okay. You can place your forearms, upper arms on your knees. You cross your palms and then rest your head over the crossed palms and allow yourself to surrender. Let us explore ourselves here. You're going to hold for about 4 minutes here. At any point you feel it is uncomfortable, feel free to use blocks under your heels. And you may feel a little bit of discomfort in the front part of your ankles. That may mean that you are shifting more weight to the front. So divide your weight equally to the front and the back of your foot and allow yourself to relax. So in traditional Chinese medicine, they believe in meridians, like in yoga philosophy, Hindu religion believes in energy channels. So these meridians they run throughout the body and they affect different organs. So the poses that we are exploring today are supposed to work on your meridians, which go and affect your spleen and your stomach, your abdomen. And you're sending more blood to those organs, activating them. And as you inhale, slowly lift your torso up. Exhale to release your palms or release the props if you are on the prop, using the prop. And bring your hips down. You swing your knees back from here. And then we make a fist. So sitting in Vajrasana, if it is challenging for you, slide a cushion under your hips. Make a fist. Your thumb goes inside your fist, and then the inside part of the fist goes right next to your navel from both sides. And as you inhale, you lift your torso a little bit and exhale to fold forward. Now, if you feel that your hips are lifting up, slide a cushion, rest your head over the bolster or pile of pillows or cushions. Again, activating your stomach here, the abdominal organs. And if you pay close attention, you will feel a beating, the heartbeat kind of in the sound right around your navel area. Allow yourself to surrender once you get there. And relax yourself completely. Breathing in and out through your nostrils. So you don't have to press anything, you don't have to press your stomach, you're just making the fist and keeping them right next to your navel. That's it, and you then fold over that, and the rest of the work will be taken care of. Just make sure your neck is aligned with your spine. So choose the height of the block in case if you're using the block. If your head goes down, that's fine. And slowly inhale to lift yourself back up, bringing your torso back in the center. If you want, you can use the floor to press the palms and lifting your torso up. And then again, extend your legs forward in front of you, both of the legs forward. We are going to bend the right knee and we are going to draw this right heel outside the right hip. If you want to take your calf out, you take the calf out. Now if you feel that you are not able to balance yourself in the center, that's when you draw a cushion under your hip and it will give you a good center. If you feel that this particular knee, the left knee which is straight, is challenging for you, you can roll a towel or the napkin and place it under your knee. And once you're here, then you can maybe fold over forward. You can use the bolster or the pillow in front of you and allow your torso to surrender over that. Otherwise, just place your palms on the mat and allow your head to relax, allow your torso to relax over your legs in front of you. So choose your props, choose your edge, and relax there. And notice how you're breathing. Stick to the natural rhythm of your breath. And using these spaces, the silent spaces, the non-doing, to go within yourself, to connect with yourself by watching your body, watching your mind, watching everything that happens in the mind into the stillness. While you're here, you may notice your mind goes everywhere, from one thought to the another, and the chain never stops. And you don't have to force yourself to not think. Just let your mind go wherever it wants to go. You leave it free and it will automatically come back home to your breath. Just set the intention for it to come back. And you breathe in. Press your palms on the floor. Lift your torso. And breathe out to walk your palms back. Come back to the center. And let us change the side. Extend your right leg forward. Bend your left knee. Draw your heel outside your left hip. Choose your props if you want. Finding what works the best for you. Allow your torso to surrender. You can notice the subtle sensation in your hamstring as you are folding over it, and a bit of stretch on your quads depending on how stiff you feel in your quads today. Some of you might be feeling a little more, some of you might be feeling nothing in the quads, so it totally depends on where you are, and that's perfectly fine. So just notice whatever sensation that you are getting. The sensations are very, very individual. For each body, it would be different. And you slowly inhale. Press your palms down to walk your palms back. Extend your left leg forward, bringing both of your legs back together. And we are going to lie down on our back here. Now, some of you, if you have bolster, you can use the bolster to move into sleeping butterfly. So we were doing a lot of contraction. We were activating it through squeezing the abdominal organs here. Now we are going to extend, creating the length in our abdomen. So if you're using the shorter edge of the mat, place it right against your sacrum. Sorry, not mat, the bolster. Place it right against your sacrum. Open your knees wide while your feet are going to be together. Maybe the sole of your feet pointing upward, looking up or towards each other. See, there's a good nice diamond shape in between your legs. If you don't have the bolster, that's perfectly fine. You can directly lie down slowly over the bolster or on the floor. Now, if you want, you can also support your knees with 2 cushions on either side. And if you want, you can also support your head with a cushion. Now, I would leave this choice to you for the arms. You can either place your arms on the side or you just leave them up, just falling onto the side. Whatever feels more comfortable. This will give more opening to your chest as well. If you keep your arms lying kind of in the T shape or going overhead, if you keep them down, you will feel more relaxed in the chest and less open. So choose what works for you. And let us stay here for next 5 minutes. Take as much time as you want and need to find and feel good in your pose first. And then you stay there, because we are holding for that long. You really explore your options and then decide on one option and stay there. And if you feel your mind is still overthinking, thinking of all the possibilities, all the probabilities that can happen, and it wants to have control on everything, on the future, on all the outcomes that is going around us, and you're not able to focus, then you may want to count your breath in that case to bring it back, or you pay attention to the sounds around you. Find a good, strong, gross focus point for yourself. So counting the breath can really help sometimes, or you can use Ujjayi breath by making a fogging like a sound through back of the throat muscles. You contract them and make that sound. Feel the touch of your body with the ground. Pay attention to the texture of the ground of your mat. Notice how your skin is breathing in this space. A beautiful relaxing pose allow you to relax fully. And if you find yourself troubled with this stillness, which can happen when we start meditating, the mind becomes even overactive. It doesn't become overactive, but we start noticing the overactivity of the mind. And it can feel overwhelming in the beginning, but it's just the consistent practice that you start having control over the mind, you start having control over your thoughts. And you watch them, and you can watch them come and go, and you'll have full control on how you react to them. And with this thought, I'll leave you here in this relaxation. Stay here for as long as you wish. Thank you and namaste.